Okay, cool. So let me explain. So today we are going to learn about 2-point perspective art. Okay, so 2-point perspective means from the name itself, you will understand that there are 2 points. So any object, any picture, any landscape that you see, in anything that you see with your eyes are in perspective. Okay, now there can be one perspective, there can be two perspective. Okay, I will show with the picture also what a 2-point perspective looks like. Okay, but if I have to explain to you in words, basically a 2-point perspective will have 2 points, okay, where the object is vanishing towards. Now if I show in picture, maybe you will understand in a more better way. Okay, so let me just show it in a picture manner. Okay, let me just share my screen. Yeah. Okay, so can you all see my screen? If you can see my screen, can you give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen? Okay, so can you see the building right here? Okay, okay, and a photographer has captured this particular picture. Now if you see towards the left hand side like this, okay, now this particular building is vanishing towards the left hand side like this. Okay, and here maybe there will be a dot. From this dot, this building is coming up like this. Okay, it's not a flat image. Okay, now if you look at the right hand side also, the picture is slowly vanishing towards the right hand side like this. Okay, let me show you another picture. Okay, so this is a picture. This is how it will look like a 2-point perspective picture. Now let me show you in a drawing. Okay, now this is a smaller drawing. If you look at here, you will see a dot. Okay, very faintly you can see a dot. Okay, let me just check if I can. Okay, now if you see the right hand side, here is another dot. Okay, now from this dot is where the building is coming towards. Or in other words, if you look at the left hand side of the building is vanishing towards this particular point. So you can call these 2 points as vanishing points. Okay, this left hand side point and the right hand side point is vanishing points. Okay, let me not make it too complicated. I will explain in very simple words. Okay, so we have 2 vanishing points. That's why we call it as 2-point perspective. If we have 1 vanishing point, it will be called as 1-point perspective. Okay, if we have 3 vanishing points, we can call it 3-point perspective. As simple as that. And the line you can see, right, the straight line you can see here, this line is called the horizon. Okay, horizon. So let me show another picture also. Okay, now if you see this picture, now this picture is different from the other picture which I have showed, right? So who can tell me whether this is a 1-point perspective image or 2-point perspective picture? Okay, you can put up in the chat box whether this is a 2-point perspective picture or a 1-point perspective picture. Okay, so most of you are telling it's 1-point perspective, and Arish has told it's a 2-point perspective. Okay, so let me check with Arish. Arish, why do you say it's a 2-point perspective? Let me just unmute you just a second. Yeah, Arish, can you explain why this is a 2-point perspective picture?
Sir, because it starts from 2 ends. One is from the right side and another is from the left side, sir. So
Okay.
it means that it should be 2-point perspective.
Exactly. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so Arish had told us what Arish had just explained is absolutely correct. It's a 2-point perspective. Now I will tell you why it's a 2-point perspective. Okay, now the line that you can see here, right? The line that you see here, if you extend this line downwards, it will come and meet at a point here. Okay, this line, if you extend downwards, it will come and meet at a point here. Now this right hand side, this line, can you see? This line, if you extend downwards, it will come and meet at a point here. So the horizon will be somewhere in the middle like this. Okay, and this one and the right hand side also are gonna meet at 2 points. That's why it's gonna be a 2-point perspective. Okay, now still, if you guys didn't understand, now when we are going to do the drawing, you guys are going to understand. Okay, still if you guys didn't understand, so let me just stop the sharing. Okay, So by now, at least half of you might have understand. Few of you are still in confusion. Okay. So let's do the drawing and then your confusions will be over. Okay. Still, if you have confusions, you can just put up in the chat box. I'll explain. Okay. Now, for this particular drawing, I will be using a mechanical pencil. Okay. Okay. Now, this is a mechanical pencil. Some of you might call it a pen pencil also. Okay, and it's not compulsory that you need a mechanical pencil. You can do it with a regular drawing pencil also, but make sure that the pencil is sharp enough. Okay, you don't want to get thick lines. So if you get a drawing with this particular pencil, you will see that you're getting a very thick line. But if you draw with this particular mechanical pencil, you get a very thin line. Okay, so that's why I'm using this pencil. So it's totally up to you. If you don't have a mechanical pencil, feel free to use a normal drawing pencil also. Now, one most important thing in doing a perspective art is a ruler. Okay, so a ruler is very important to get the correct measurement also. Okay, so keep a ruler, keep a pencil with you, and a white sheet of paper. That's all you need. Okay, yeah. So still, if you guys have any doubt, just put up in the chat box. I will answer to those doubts. Okay, and one more question which had come was which mechanical pencil I'm using. So let me just show you. So I'm using a Pentel's Graph Gear mechanical pencil. Okay, Graph Gear Pentel mechanical pencil. Okay, so let's take a fresh sheet of paper. Okay, yes, you can color the pencil perspective art also. Okay, but today we won't be coloring, we'll be just learning how to draw a 2-point perspective object. Okay, I haven't taken a complicated image, a very simple picture I have taken. Okay, so that every one of you can do it. Okay, very simple picture. Okay, so let's start with it. So first I want all of you to take a sheet of paper, mechanical pencil, and a ruler. Okay, I hope you're ready with these things. So first what we're going to do is we are going to make a horizon line, very simple line. Okay, just keep your scale like this. Okay, so I have kept my paper in a landscape mode. You can keep it in portrait mode also, it's totally fine. Okay, so keep your paper like this, keep this ruler like this. Okay, and then make sure the ruler is straight, and then make a straight line like this. Okay, make a straight line like this. Okay, I hope you guys are done with this particular thing. This is called a vanishing, no, sorry, this is called a horizon line. So if you want to mark this as horizon line, you can just mark it also. Okay, so maybe I can write it down here. So this is the horizon. Okay, now what you're going to do is, since it's a 2-point perspective art, so let me just write it down. It's a, sorry, 2 yeah, it's a 2-point perspective drawing. Okay, 2-point perspective. So you need 2 points basically. So on the left hand side and on the right hand side, I'm going to make 2 points. Okay, so here I'm going to make 1 point. Okay, and maybe somewhere here on the right hand side also, I'm going to make a point. Okay, make 2 points on the horizon line. Okay, so measurement, okay, you don't have to measure the line. Okay, it's totally fine. It's not necessary to measure the line here because it's a very simple picture. Okay, so you don't have to measure the line. This is an A4 size sheet of paper. So from the left hand side to right hand side, I have made a line and I have marked 2 points on the line also. Okay, Yeah. So leaving, so I got a doubt. So we should leave space at the end or the starting. So this is totally optional. If you want to leave space here, you can leave the space or you can just draw the line. Okay, it's totally fine. Okay. Now, what are these points called? So these points are called the vanishing point. Okay. It's called the vanishing point. So even this is called a vanishing point. So I'm just writing it here for your reference. Okay. We have a horizon line and we have two vanishing point also. Okay. Now what we're going to do is whatever object that we're going to make in the center, okay, should start from these 2 points. Understood? That is basically what you call as 2-point perspective art. Okay, whatever object that we are going to make in the center should start from these 2 points. Okay. Do we need to use needed eraser? So needable eraser or eraser is totally optional. Just keep on with you in case if you make a mistake anywhere, you can just use it. That's all. Okay. Now the next step is, okay. Next step is you're going to make a line here. So basically what we're going to make is we're going to make a small cube. Okay. We're just going to make a small cube right here in the middle. Okay. Don't make the cube small. You can make it big as well. Okay. Since you're using a paper, you can use the entire sheet of paper. Okay. So before you make the cube, let me show you in the middle. Okay. Right in the middle. You don't have to do any measurement. Just right in the middle. You have to make a line. Okay. Straight vertical line. Make a line like this, vertical line. So now what we're going to do is from this particular point, okay, to this particular point, we're going to draw a line. Okay. From this point to this point. A line like this. Same line you can draw here also from this particular point to this point. Okay. Make a line like this. Done. Okay. Now what you're going to do is same like the top part, even on the bottom, from here to here, we're going to make the line. So here, let me make another point. Okay. So since it's very simple, I'm just making points. Okay. So in this middle line, I'm going to make another point. So I'm going to make a point somewhere here. Okay. Now towards this point to this point, let's make the line. Okay. Okay. In the same way, you have to do on the right hand side also. Like this. So now what you have to do is, okay, so we have made the 2 points. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to make a line here. Okay. You're going to make a line somewhere here. A straight line. And here also another straight line. Okay, I'll go a little more faster. Okay, so next what we are going to do is, so from these points you have to start making lines on this particular vertical lines. So let me show you. So from this point, make a line like this. Okay, make another line like this. Make another line like this. So from this point itself. Okay, from this point towards this middle line, you have to start drawing lines. Okay, the same way. Let me show on the right hand side also. The same thing, let me show. Okay, so from this point, okay, towards this each points, I'm just connecting these lines till here. From this point to this point, I'm just connecting the line like this. Now from this point to this point, I'm just connecting the line. Okay, like this. So if I'm going faster, please tell me to slow down. If I'm going very slow, please tell me to go fast. Okay.